Hi and welcome to SimCity2000. I thought I would try something new, like a real Let's Play. I'm gonna do it in this city. Oops. I'm gonna do it in, no, not this one. In this city because as you can see, I experimented with that. It was also a Vasey city, but look, they give you, this is one of the original scenarios, I guess, that came with the SimCity 2000 DOS box or whatever. And yeah, as you can see, they gave you a ton of money, like $2 billion. So is that music too loud? I just don't know. So I figure I can't mess this one up, even though the screen is like kind of small for like doing a Let's Play. So alright, what is our okay, they're complaining about unemployment, but I don't really like getting newspapers because they're just kind of irritating. When I first start off a city, I usually like having the auto budget, so I think this means that it will show up annually. Let's check. See, the months go by faster. October, November, December. Yes, okay. Alright, we gotta balance our budget. So this is the first thing we're gonna do. We're going to increase taxes. We're just gonna say 5%. We don't really need the money, but I really just want to balance this budget. And since we have a really small city, so we're going to nope, that doesn't work. Okay, so we're going to decrease the funding to these places by a lot. Alright. Let's just say 15%. I think you can get away with more or less depending on it. But I don't really feel like babysitting this. So we'll just say 15% even. Okay, whatever. This guy, okay, he doesn't have any advice at this time, but watch this. If you cut back any funding, he goes berserk. You will regret this. And you will regret this because your roads start cracking up. So look, if we do that, we should already be making a profit. So let's go back to Llama. Let's check on our school. Like, it only has like 10% of it is filled with students. So I don't know why that guy was complaining. Hospital doing good. How long is our power plant? Oh yeah, the thing you want to notice about this scenario is that we're starting off in 1913. So that means we don't have any buses or highways, which kind of stinks. Like, somehow we have subways and railroad stations and railroads, but those don't really affect traffic the way bus stations do. I guess we have our mayor's house. Never know where to put these things. And you can see that they were a little inefficient with their roads. So what we're going to do, because we feel like it, is going to get rid of some of these and put in more houses. Or, let's see. Okay, let's put in more houses here. If we demolish some of these commercial buildings, oh shoot. If we demolish some of these commercial buildings over here and put dents in, like before we put in the dents commercial, this should increase a little bit. But yeah, right now we want to change this to dense. Alright. As you can see, they're near the police station, which is why these houses look really nice. I guess they might turn into condominiums if our population gets higher, but right now our population's doing pretty good. Apparently we start off with more people than the other neighboring cities. We also start off with a ton of money. Okay, you can also see they were also kind of inefficient here. Alright. Oh, let's get rid of... we're just going to make the, we're going to make this dense. We're going to zone it dense also. Let's see. Whoops. I'm not really sure why they made that many connections to the neighboring cities, but I imagine it could be one reason why we have so many more people than the other cities. Okay. Oh, they didn't go crazy. Okay, we'll put water pumps for now, just so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, our power plant is only 14 years old. Oh, and we are going to play on no disasters. Good, good. So our residents are not doing well, and it's affecting our funding. So we're going to cut down on residents and increase on these ones. That should even out the supply and demand a little bit, but it really means that I need to build more industrial. I'm still not sure what I think of this music. Okay, so check this out. You remember if you play SimCity, they'll only grow from they'll only grow from 3 squares away from the road. So this line right here, it's not going to grow unless I build another road. So check it out. If I build another road, it will make these 3 grow, but not those 2. And as you can see, we've increased our roads, right? So he still doesn't have any advice. But if you keep doing this, like if we were to keep building along here and we didn't have all this money that we could use to kind of like experiment with it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, we already have a lot of connections. What was I saying? If we didn't have all this money to experiment, you could see that we're kind of like wasting this side of the road, and it would actually make him complain. Yes, let's see if he'll start. No, he's not upset yet, and right, he's saying our crime is okay. Even he thinks we need more firemen. If we're on no disasters, we can kind of ignore it. Oh, and we haven't checked out that thing yet. We just checked the grade school, so we should be okay here. I don't usually like doing a sales tax because it usually inhibits the commercial growth, and I don't really like that because my problem is usually not getting residents in, but it's usually keeping the commercial markets up. That's usually my problem. And so I usually put an income tax, but since we're already having trouble, I'm just going to leave those alone. Put parking fines. Legalized gambling, if I remember correctly, it makes the crime in your city increase, so we don't like that. I think this also decreases crime. I think these attract more people, so let's see, if we get these, our bar here should start increasing and not be in the negative zone. Okay. Why not? Pollution. Who likes pollution? Okay, let's look at our one fire department. They kind of built it in a really weird spot. It takes 20 minutes. Like, the rest of the city's over on this side, and they built it right here. Like, I don't know about that. Okay, if we build stuff over here, that's gonna make these houses stop being abandoned. So, okay, let's do this. Let's do it 2 on this side, and then 2 on this side. And we're doing it this way because we're going to build residential on this side eventually. How did we say this was doing? Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to make this video less than like 15 minutes because I don't have one of those director's accounts or whatever, so I can't upload hour-long video segments or something. So let's just see what this does. You know, we can put the mayor's house somewhere nice for once, I guess. We have a sailboat there, and apparently all the sailboats have the same name. But it means that if you see a sailboat in your city, it means that we have a marina. See, you can see we're already making a profit. See? And I guess they named it their boat club or something. Now the problem over here is that they did that road thing. It's over 3 away. I don't really feel like demolishing anything though right now. Okay. Dense industrial. Do we want to do it like, let's do this. Let's put 3 here. Okay, I'll show you how I like to do my water system. It looks like they already kind of do it anyway. It looks like it's a little excessive, but I just like to make a continuing pipeline. Like when I was younger, you know, we just do stuff like, you know, click it once there, and then it'll fill up. But I like working with these pipes because I think it's supposed to make it more evenly distributed, and also it's not very expensive, so I don't. It's not a big deal to me. I think I like the music for the oh, see, our residential went up. So I think our advertising and stuff, I think that stuff worked. Yeah, and that's why it's up. But right, I don't really like the DOS music for this game. I heard they have different types of music depending on which version that you got, and I definitely had the Windows version. And so I don't really like this music that much, but sometimes it's alright, so we'll deal with it. Another way to increase our population, which I found the last time I played this game, is to build like seaports and airports. Oh, and that's the other thing with starting off in like 1915, and it's now 1918, is they don't have any airports, so we're going to go with a seaport. I built it here last time. It's because they kind of built everywhere else, and the industrial part is already over here. So we don't really need to build it, but for the sake of building it, let's do it. So since we have a ton of money already, let's just make a big square block there. All right. I think we're running out of time. Yeah, I can't decide how I'm gonna do this. Okay, but see, you can see our city is already kind of successful. Actually, I could probably... Okay, good. I don't know if I'm going to post this video because, like, I don't really have much to say, and it does take a lot of time to post comment. I mean, it takes a lot of... I don't know what I'm saying. I'm, like, really distracted by this game, and I don't really have too many, like, tidbits other than that. Those initial points that I made in the first place. Yeah. So, alright, that's our city. You can see that, I mean, they gave us a really easy budget, and they gave us a ton of money to start out with, but you can see that we've already balanced our budget. Like, we're already making money. I guess if they didn't already give us a power plant, we'd be a lot more focused on it, because we'd want to make sure that every 50 years we could afford to replace our power plant. So, alright, we have our seaport. Lots of people want to live here, buy here, and work here. And for the most part, we don't have any abandoned buildings, and we don't have we don't have any crime really. I guess we could take a quick look at this. Here's our crime rate. It still is really dense in that corner, even though there's a police station right there. And that's because of all the industrial buildings. Structures, here, roads. Thanks for watching. Bye.